what are
Yeah.
some of the unique, and again,
Yeah.
like I admit these are not things I have firsthand experience with. I've learned enough just by being in this company, but
Yeah.
what are some of the, like, client comes in, like, what are some of the questions they'll ask you about someone who has options? What are you trying to solve for there?
Yeah. So options can definitely get pretty hairy, right? And so namely with incentive stock options or ISOs. So that's the without going into all the details of how exactly they're taxed, but basically being able to understand if I exercise so many options, depending on the price that it is now versus the exercise price, and creating that bargain element, and like doing the AMT calculation basically,
Mm-hmm.
to say, it's like, okay, if like, what would happen if I exercise this much? Am I going to trigger AMT? How much am I going to trigger? Things like that. And so being able to do that within Holistiplan is so valuable. It's awesome. Like, I know, I don't know if this is necessarily just supposed to be an infomercial for Holistiplan, but I'm totally
It's really
willing to do
not. It's an infomercial for you, actually, but
that.
that's
Right.
fine.
Yeah. So, but yeah, within Holistiplan, being able to run different scenarios that say, if I exercise this much, then how much AMT are we triggering?
Mm-hmm.
Ballpark,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if it gets too much, then I do say, hey, let's talk with your tax professional too, to really get more fine grained. And then the thing that Holistiplan did fairly recently was that AMT crossover calculation, where you can basically be plugging in a bunch of numbers just for how much income you're making and everything, and then just say it. Then you just push this button to say how much, how many ISOs can I exercise
Hmm.
before I trigger AMT, and it just be able to tell you right there.